Well, the tropics. That's one thing we don't really have going right on our doorstep yet, right, Ainsley?
Yeah, that's right, Ben. Actually kind of loosely related to our weather right now, but we don't have any systems that are directly heading our way at the moment. But there is kind of an increase in activity happening out in the Atlantic. We're entering August now, and August is when we tend to see an uptick in activity in the tropics. August 11th, in fact, is when we tend to see our first hurricane of the season. So let's jump into what's out there right now. We do have one named storm, our fourth named storm of the season, Tropical Storm Dexter, which, as you can see, is just moving out into the Atlantic, not really posing any impacts for any land masses at the moment. It's expected to stay a tropical storm. There's some pretty intense upper level winds out there right now that are making it hard for this system to come together and organize. So if you hear about that one, really no major impacts for us here. But it did start because of a feature that we have in our area. This stationary boundary that's pushing all the moisture into our area, that's keeping the rain chances up through the next couple of days. That's actually what spurred the low pressure system, which started Tropical Storm Dexter. So what's expected to happen in the coming days is it could form another low pressure system right in the same area. So because of this, the National Hurricane Center is kind of highlighting this region for potential tropical development. Now, I'll give you some good news. There's no major impacts expected from this system. We're potentially looking at a tropical depression, but the chances of development are still really low. And we're mostly talking about increased rain chances and maybe some stronger winds. Now, way out in the central Atlantic, a tropical wave is forecasted to move off the west coast of Africa into kind of this main development zone. And that could potentially strengthen as it pushes further into the Atlantic. A lot of models got to get on board with this one before we can really figure out what that means. So that's kind of a recap of everything that we're seeing out there right now. The main thing that you need to know here in central Georgia is that there's no main impacts expected for us in the near future. We'll keep you posted on the latest with hurricane season as we head into the more active months. I'm meteorologist Ainsley Parker. Back to you guys.